Alright, imagine this for a second. It's early morning, the streets are quiet, and parked right in front of you is something that looks less like a car and more like a sculpture carved by obsession itself. You walk closer, and every angle you look at feels intentional, dramatic, almost emotional. Then you press the start button, and suddenly that calm moment explodes into life with a sharp, aggressive roar. That's the kind of presence the Maserati MC20 2026 brings to the table. This isn't just another update or facelift, this is a statement from Maserati that they are serious about reclaiming their place among the world's top supercar brands. At the heart of this machine lies something truly special, something that sets it apart from many competitors. The MC20 is powered by a 3.0-liter twin-turbocharged V6 engine known as the Nettuno, and this isn't just marketing hype, it's a piece of engineering inspired by Formula One technology. Producing around 621 horsepower and 730 nanometers of torque, this engine delivers power in a way that feels both explosive and controlled at the same time. It's paired with an 8-speed dual-clutch transmission that shifts incredibly fast, giving you that instant response every time you press the accelerator. The power delivery feels sharp, almost surgical, and yet it never feels overwhelming in a chaotic way. It's refined, precise, and incredibly engaging. When it comes to performance, the numbers alone tell a crazy story, but the real magic happens when you actually imagine driving it. This car can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 3 seconds, and it pushes past a top speed of 320 km/h. That's serious supercar territory. But what makes it even more impressive is how usable that performance feels. It doesn't constantly demand your full attention like some hardcore track-focused machines. Instead, it allows you to enjoy the speed in a more controlled and confident manner. Whether you're accelerating on an open highway or taking tight corners on a winding road, the MC20 feels balanced and composed, almost like it's working with you rather than against you. One of the biggest surprises with this car is its driving personality. You might expect something this powerful to feel intimidating or unforgiving, but that's not the case here. The MC20 offers multiple driving modes including GT, Sport, Corsa, and Wet, and each one completely transforms the character of the car. In GT mode, it feels surprisingly comfortable and relaxed, perfect for everyday driving or long journeys. Switch to Sport, and you start to feel that sharper edge, with quicker throttle response and more aggressive behavior. Then there's Corsa mode, where everything becomes more intense. The suspension stiffens, the exhaust gets louder, and the car feels like it's ready for the track. And finally, Wet mode gives you that extra safety and control when conditions aren't ideal. This adaptability is what makes the MC20 stand out as a supercar you can actually live with. Now let's just take a moment to appreciate the design, because honestly, this is where the car truly captures your attention. The MC20 doesn't rely on excessive lines or overly aggressive styling to stand out. Instead, it uses clean, flowing curves that give it a timeless and elegant look. The low stance, wide body, and aerodynamic shape make it look fast even when it's standing still. And of course, those butterfly doors are a showstopper. Every time they open, it feels like an event, something special that reminds you this is not an ordinary car. For 2026, subtle refinements have been made to improve aerodynamics and enhance its visual appeal even further, with new color options and slight design tweaks that make it look even more modern and futuristic. Step inside, and you'll immediately notice a completely different approach compared to many other supercars. Instead of overwhelming you with complex controls and flashy elements, the interior of the MC20 is clean, minimal, and focused entirely on the driver. High-quality materials like Alcantara and carbon fiber dominate the cabin, giving it a premium yet sporty feel. The layout is simple but purposeful, with two 10.25-inch digital displays, one for the instrument cluster and one for infotainment. Everything is positioned in a way that keeps distractions to a minimum, allowing you to focus on what really matters, the driving experience. It's a perfect balance between luxury and performance. Technology also plays a big role in shaping the overall experience of the MC20. It's not just a raw performance machine, it's also smart and modern. You get features like adaptive suspension that constantly adjusts to the road conditions, launch control for those perfect high-speed starts, and advanced traction systems that help maintain grip even when pushing the car to its limits. On top of that, there's connectivity support with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, making sure you stay connected even inside a high-performance supercar. It's this combination of cutting-edge performance tech and everyday usability that makes the MC20 feel complete. When it comes to safety, the MC20 delivers exactly what you would expect from a modern supercar. It may not be packed with semi-autonomous driving features like luxury sedans, but it focuses on performance-oriented safety systems that truly matter. Advanced braking systems, stability control, multiple airbags, and precision-engineered chassis dynamics all work together to give you confidence behind the wheel. The car feels stable, predictable, and secure, even at high speeds, which is exactly what you want in something this powerful. Now let's talk about the price, because this is where things get interesting. The 2026 MC20 is expected to start somewhere between $230,000 and $280,000 depending on the configuration and options you choose. That's definitely a lot of money, but in the world of supercars, it's actually quite competitive. When you compare it to rivals like the Ferrari 296 GTB or the McLaren Artura, the MC20 offers similar levels of performance while maintaining a more unique identity and, in some cases, a more approachable driving experience. And that's really where this car shines the most, its uniqueness. The MC20 doesn't try to copy anyone else. It doesn't feel like a Ferrari, it doesn't feel like a Lamborghini, and it doesn't feel like a McLaren. It has its own personality, its own character, and its own story. It's a car that blends performance, design, and comfort in a way that feels authentic. It's not just built to impress on paper, it's built to create an emotional connection with the driver. There's also a deeper story behind this car that makes it even more special. This is the first supercar in a long time that Maserati has developed completely in-house, including the engine. That alone makes it a symbol of the brand's comeback and ambition. It represents a new chapter, a fresh start, and a clear message that Maserati is ready to compete at the highest level once again. So, who is this car really for? If you're someone who wants the absolute most aggressive, track-focused, no-compromise machine, there are other options out there that might suit you better. But if you want something that combines breathtaking design, thrilling performance, everyday usability, and a sense of exclusivity, then the MC20 becomes a very compelling choice.